Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shaughnessy, and on this channel we discuss fragrance, beauty, and wellness. And if you simply like to have a good time and you like my vibe, subscribe. So y'all, this is another episode of Random Review Wednesday. Random Review Wednesday. Random Review. Random Review Wednesday. So, this is the Sephora and Ulta edition, okay? So, you all know the Sephora sale happened and traumatized our wallets. And, well, my wallet. And I bought a lot of new products that I'd never used. And I wanted to tell you all my thoughts after using them, trying them out. And I have one fragrance from Ulta that I just threw in here because, honestly, in my opinion, I just don't feel like I need to do a whole separate video on this fragrance. I think it's going to be short and to the point what I have to say about it. And I'm just going to, I feel like this is going to be a long video, so I'm telling y'all now because these tend to be longer because I'm talking about, a variety of different products. So just know this is going to be a long video. And before I start, you all, I just have to say, I talk to you all, I share little tidbits of my life. And I am very annoyed today. And I'm not going to go into detail about what happened, but let's just say I think a certain way about things. And this is something that happened at work. And if I tell you point blank to your face 3 times, don't do something I'm telling you not to do for me, even though it's you're being nice, it's you're trying to be kind, but I'm telling you don't do it. And I'm not going into a deep explanation because frankly I don't have to. I'm at work. There are levels to everything. You are not my family. You are not my close friends. We're at work. And I'm telling you, don't do something. And then you go ahead and do it. And you think I'm going to just be happy. No, I remain professional. But it ticked me off. And I was in I was in a mood all day. And, this is what I have to say. People think they know you. People don't know you. I'm speaking for me. You know what I allow you to know, especially at work, because at work you're professional. You carry yourself a certain way. I do. I pride myself on that. You don't know me. You don't know my true reactions because I don't allow myself to give my true reactions 99% of the time at work. You don't know me. So don't presume to do something that I told you respectfully multiple times do not do. And that is me. Even if it's out of the goodness, if I said don't do it to me, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful to me. And it's like you've crossed the line. Even if it's with the best of intentions. I know it's not coming from a bad place, but that's how I am. It's about respect. I have never in my life, if someone told me not to do something, I have done it. Personal and certainly never professionally. When I was in, no, because you don't know me like that. You can't presume. You just can't. The majority of people you work with, they know what you, like I said, what you present, what you allow them to know. And you have to take things people say to you, especially in a professional environment, at face value. You have to, because you don't know me like that. And it just, yeah. It really did annoy me, and I'm sure you all can tell. And I feel like my vibe is still annoyed. So I just wanted to let you all know. Why? And I was talking to my mom, and she was like, well, filming usually puts you in a good mood. And I said, it will as I get to talking, but sometimes I feel like how I'm feeling initially before I get to talking and having fun with you all, I feel like it comes off. So I like to tell you why. But I'm not going to go into too much detail because, like I said, it was from a good place. But still, you got to respect, especially when you're dealing with adults, and especially in a professional environment, you need to take things at face value. If I told you this, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. And for me personally, if I say something and I say don't do something or please do something, and you don't, that's to me disrespectful. That's how I view it. That is how I view it. Like you just disregarded whatever I said. And again, I keep going to the fact you don't know me like that. You don't know me like that to think you can even think you have the capability of to presume something about my life. So I just had to get that off my chest, y'all. I've been unloading on close people since I left because you don't know me. You don't know me like that. And that's just a fact. I'm not one, you know how some people on social media, like, you know every aspect of my life. No, I don't. I know what you allow me to see. I know what you think. Let me just stop there. I know what you allow me to see. That's how everyone is. So, okay, y'all. I'm gonna let that go. But I did want to tell you because I can tell myself, and I think you all have watched me enough, especially the ones who watch all my videos. You can tell when something's off. So until I get to that point where I've just, I'm like in my happy place with you all, that is why. So long intro aside, story time aside, this is going to be Sephora Random Review Wednesday. And I hope I get this edited and it's actually posted on Wednesday. So you all, I'm trying to see, let's start with what's on my lips. So on my lips, I'm wearing the NYX 834 Prune lip liner, and that segues into the glosses I wanted to talk about. I'm wearing the Huda Beauty Faux Filler Gloss in Posh. And I've noticed these when I was editing the other video haven't been zooming in, so I hope it is now. But I will link these products, you all, if I remember. And another thing, y'all, I am being pulled and stretched thin. And I looked at a video, and I said, I didn't tag these perfumes in the spring video. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it above, check it out. And then I said, oh, never mind. And then all the work left. And I'm looking at like, is it even worth it? I thought I had tagged them all and they're not tagged. I said, is it even worth it to go through and do all that work again? I was so mad at myself. So mad at myself. So I said all that to say, these will be tagged below unless I post it and think I've tagged them like I did that other video, and they're not. And then I found out a week later. So this is what I have on my lips. Okay, and this is the other gloss I bought during the sale, and this is the Sugar Baby. Now, you all, when I wore Sugar Baby, I almost was like, I'm taking these glosses back. But then I said, wait a minute, I'm taking this gloss back. I said, wait. Let me try the other one. So as you can see, I love this one. I love it. These milky, chalky, pinky colors, and I meant to bring something in here so I could actually swatch for you all, but I did not. Oh my goodness. But this is very chalky. They're I know some people were saying they're not pigmented. In my opinion, they are pigmented for a gloss. And the applicator, as you saw, it doesn't, you know how some applicators curve to your lips? This is very stiff. This applicator is very stiff. It deposits a lot of product. You have to be careful about how you apply it. And I do not love this formulation at all. I do not. And if I can find the box to this candy, this Sugar Baby, it's going back. But I feel like I threw the box away, and I don't return much at Sephora at all. So I've only returned one thing I can think of in my entire Sephora career of shopping. And one thing, y'all. And that's because I forgot I had the gloss already in my collection. So I'm still thinking about returning this one. This Posh, I absolutely love. Absolutely love it. Is the formulation great? No, it is not. It's not bad, but it's not great. It does that goopy thing in the middle of your lips when you're talking. I feel like it's doing it now, and I keep pressing my lips together. The applicator, like I said, it gives too much gloss. Let me build it up instead of you initially putting too much on. So these are not great to me. They're on the more affordable side for a gloss at Sephora, because to me these are not worth $19. They're just not. I would say about 10. Like I said, about drugstore quality, packaging. It's nothing outstanding about these Huda Beauty full filler glosses. It would have to be a color that really caught my eye and stood out to me to make me want to buy these. They're not like the Fenty glosses to where I love the formulation, fell in love with it, and just wanted to get them all because they all are so pretty. They're not like the Dior lip oils I fell in love with. The Guerlain lip oils I fell in love with. The Milk lip glosses I fell in love with. I'm just thinking of things off the top of my head that I fell in love with and wanted more because of the formulation. This would be color only, these glosses, because they're just not a great formulation to me. But I will say, for the color, if it's a color you love and that you haven't been able to find, it's not a bad gloss to get. It's not the best though. But is it a good gloss? Yes. Is it a gloss I've fallen in love with? No. Is it a gloss you have to work with? Yes. If it was $30 gloss, like some glosses at Sephora, ain't no way, no however. Not for the formulation, not for the packaging. But for $19, I would say, I don't know what glosses are at the drugstore. The only gloss I get at the drugstore I've bought have been Revlon and Maybelline. And I think they're still under $10. To me, these should be probably around the Sephora gloss range, $12, $13, instead of closer to $20. But I'm not going to say they're awful, because they're not. But I'm not going to say they feel of the higher, luxury makeup quality either, because it's not. It's very, to me, drugstore mid-range in packaging and quality. But this color, this Posh, made me say, okay, if there's a color I love, I would get this gloss again. But it would have to be the color. It's because the formulation does not make me want to purchase more. All right, y'all. So now we're going to move on. Let's do eyeshadow. I have 2 eyeshadow palettes I purchased. Never tried these eyeshadows from either brand. This is the YSL Couture Mini Clutch in 200. And I've worn this multiple times. And I almost ordered another one. But I'm having issues with my eyes. My eyelids being sensitive, and I said, girl, no, just wait. But y'all, these are good. They are easy to blend. They just go on smoothly. To me, they look good. They're not powdery. Now, I love the Patrick Ta matte palette. I've recommended to you all. You saw the dents in the eyeshadows. Love them. But when you use it, it's very chalky, powdery. It gets everywhere. It's messy. This is such quality. I mean, it's just good quality. It's good quality. So I love these. This is the only eyeshadow I've ever used from YSL, and I do want to get more out of these because they're really good. And I was very much so impressed. I mean, would I pay regular price without a 20% off? No. But would I get another one at another Sephora sale? Yes. And do plan to. Like I said, I made myself not get another one and place another order because I'm having issues with my eyes. And I did notice that these eyeshadows these luxury eyeshadows, I noticed they haven't been irritating my eyes as much as some of, like, the Too Faced eyeshadow palettes I absolutely love have just been killing my eyelids. So I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to work with it and figure it out. But these, love, highly recommend, especially when you can get a discount, whether it's on the YSL website or if Sephora, when they have their discounts, or if you have, well, I was about to say if you have points. You can't do that with points at Sephora like at Ulta. But yeah, these are good. So at the places you can get these, I would recommend them on sale, on a discount, because it's very pricey. But for a treat yourself item also, love these. Love it. The other eyeshadow I purchased was from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is Pillow Talk Dreams. And this impressed me too. I even looked at more of Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow quads to see if I wanted to get some. But again, due to the issues with my eyes, I said, no, I'm not. But these are beautiful, blend perfectly. People who were hyping these up, saying they were really good, they didn't lie. These are really good eyeshadows. Again, pricey, but Charlotte Tilbury is at Ulta. So I would say if you can't, Sephora does 2 big savings events. It's past. So the next one is going to be fall. Sometimes they do random sales on different things, but if you have points, Ulta does more discounts than Sephora. So I would say check these out at Ulta. If you want to, if you're interested, because you may have points, discounts, this is good. Okay, so that's all the eyeshadow. So now let's talk about blush. I tried the Rare Beauty blushes, and I had planned to wear one today and forgot. So that's not what I have on my cheeks, y'all, because I'd already brought them back here for this video. But I have worn both of them. This is Hope. I love it. It's an iridescent, bronzy, very pinky. It's like it has a duochrome-ness to it, and it's beautiful. The other one I've worn was Happy, very pinky. In fact, I will link, what video was I wearing this? I will link my rainy day. It'll either be my rainy day or I think it's my rainy day video. Rainy day perfumes. I will link that video above. I was wearing this blush. It's very sheeny, pinky, pretty. These Rare Beauty blushes I absolutely love. Now, it's not a color in the range right now that's grabbing me. So I'm good with the 2 I chose, but I will say you have to like shiny cheeks. You have to be okay with glow, honey, because these are shiny. So I mean, I love that. Like I said, I love it, but you have to be careful about how much you put. You can use it as a blush topper, because I believe when I wore Happy in that video, I also had on the Patrick Top blush I bought. Now, I didn't bring those in here, but I'm only talking about products that I have not talked about or raved about or reviewed before. So these Rare Beauty blushes are good. They're $26, so they're not, 50 plus bucks. This is something that I don't feel like you necessarily need a discount to get. But when products get to that 50 mark, I'm like, I would rather have a discount. But the Rare Beauty blushes, if you're if you're interested in them, that can be something you just treat yourself to. Your little, I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to go get a Rare Beauty blush for the month for 26 bucks. That, I feel like most people can do if they want to treat themselves. Because some people have in their budget, this is what I'm going to allow myself to spend to treat myself. So these are on the affordable range for like the higher end makeup to me, the Rare Beauty blushes. And like I said, I have Hope and Happy and love them both. Okay, the last blush I purchased was from Gucci, and this is in Rosy Beige, and this is not affordable. So this is one I would say wait if you can, if you want to. But this is a warm, it kind of reminds me of MAC Warm Soul, but without that goldy sheen. It's very toned down, easy reach, everyday blush. And I'm going to tell you all, I fell in love with this blush, the formulation, the pigmentation, the easiness of applying this blush. Because the Rare Beauty, I will say, you have to be careful. You have to work with them a little bit, that I've noticed. This was easy peasy. So I did order more of these. I did place one more order for Sephora that you all will see when I get it in. But yeah, this is good. I'm never going to be the one that say this high-end makeup is worth the money. But if you love luxury makeup, to treat yourself, I will never say it's wrong to treat yourself, because life is hard. So if you want to treat yourself and you can, to, you know, why not? Why not? And I love these Gucci blushes. Love them. Okay, now we're going to move on to face, because I'm trying to just stick with the makeup for now. So you all, I purchased the Danessa Myrick Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint, and I'm in the shade 9. Okay, y'all, love it. And I am still using something else, like a glow tint or something that I'm supposed to be mixing, but I didn't like when I mixed it with something, so I'm just wearing it on its own. And I didn't want to use these. I don't like to have multiple products like this open. I like to use one totally up for the most part and then move on to something else. So I did this for y'all. This Yummy Skin is absolutely perfection. I wore, wait a minute, on that same video, that rainy day video, I was wearing this. So if you all want to see how it looks on camera, it doesn't give like coverage of scars and acne scars and all that. It doesn't do that, but it was so comfortable on my skin. I didn't feel it. I didn't get oily, look really oily at the end of the day. It was so comfortable, easy to use, easy to wear. Love this. I mean, all the hype you hear, all the reviews I think this almost has 5 stars on Sephora. It's good. It is good, and it's not like super high price. I think this was under $40. Really good. Danessa Myrick Yummy Skin Tint, 10 out of 10. Okay, what I'm wearing today on my face is the Dior Forever Glow Star Filter in shade number 4. Because y'all will tell you, when I tag these products, I can't figure out how to have it be the exact shade I'm talking about. So that's why I always tell you all exactly what I have, even though it's tagged, so you can go back and see, because I can't figure out how to do it. It's a learning curve. I will figure it out once I have the time to. You know, time is precious. But this is beautiful. When I saw Willow Smith, she is the model for this. And I saw her skin. I was like, oh. And I was like, no, I'm going to resist. This was before the sale. And I resisted until the sale, because this is expensive. But this is what I have on my skin. And granted, it's been 10 plus hours now that this has been on my skin. Okay? So don't judge it by that. But y'all, this, just like the Yummy Skin Tint, I don't feel this on my face. I feel like it feel like I look like, my face looks like skin. You can't tell I'm wearing a product, in my opinion. Some people say this is super glowy. It is glowy, but to me it doesn't look artificial glowy. I love this. I know you can mix it, but like I said, I don't like feeling foundation and things on my face. I like super light makeup, and that's why I've used to wear powder foundation even when I chose to wear foundation, and now I've gone to skin tints because I like that evenness. But my skin is never gonna look perfect, because I cannot stand that heavy cakey makeup feeling like I have a bunch of stuff on my face, because when I put foundation and everything, all that on, that is how I feel, and I don't like that feeling. So, but skin tints and this, I think of this as a skin tint. I honestly do. Some people might not, but that's how I see this Dior Forever Glow Star Filter, and I'm in love. Y'all, usually I've been perfect getting shades, ordering from online. This one threw me. And I was going between 4 and 5, 4 and 5, 4 and 5. And I kept hearing people say, well, to me, it doesn't have a perfect shade range. So I ended up with 5. I opened that and I shouldn't even use the pump. But I was like, maybe it's looking different in the bottle. That was it was the wrong color for me, way too dark for me. So I had to go and return it. Well, exchange it in store, and then they had 2 of these left in 4, and I just got number 4, and it was perfection. I put it on my hand before I left because I was like, I'm not coming back dealing with this again. And I love it, absolutely love it. Again, that's expensive, so I would say, try to get it with a coupon, a discount. Points is whatever you can do, because this is a pretty penny, but I do love it. I do. Okay, so before I move on to fragrance and body care, I want to mention this Kiehl's Truly Targeted Acne Clearing Solution. If y'all hear the doorbell, I'm sorry. Now I have only used this a couple times. In fact, let me see. Yeah, right there, I have a book. And I put this on there, and you know how those, this is, when I was reading, it's like it says it's almost the equivalent to one of those patches, but without the patch, when I was researching this. And y'all, I put this on, and it came to a head. And I was like, oh my goodness, that was fast. And then I cleared it out for this video with a tool I have, and then put some more on it. I've only used this, like I said, twice, but I'm impressed so far because I haven't used a topical acne cream, serum, nothing that has done anything for me in years. Y'all, I'm becoming obsessed with Kiehl's. I placed another order with Sephora because you see this on my neck. I was using the Paula's Choice toner. My face, love it for my face. My neck is super sensitive. I should have known I could continuously use that. And this is what you get. This is what I'm dealing with now because it irritated my neck. That Kiehl's toner, perfection. I said I can't be without it. I was missing it. It's so rare I miss a skincare or any type of product because I have so much. And that's what started me placing the order. And because they brought the Guerlain lip oils, and it was 2 I hadn't got. Why am I telling y'all my haul? Yeah. So I did place one more order. I feel like with this Sephora sale, I did more damage than with the fall sale. And usually I do more damage in that sale because they come out with the gift sets and everything. But this time they came out with so much new stuff that grabbed me at one time that I think this sale got me more so than the fall one this go around. But I would say try this out, you all. Kiehl's is impressing me. And I feel like I'm going to have more Kiehl's in my collection as I move things out of my collection for skincare, because Kiehl's I'm really liking. Okay, let's talk about Hanny, shall we? Y'all know I started with the body oil, fell in love with it, and these products had been on my list forever, but I just didn't get them because other things beat them out. But after I tried, and I'm starting with the wrong product. I need to start with the soap. But after I tried the oil, I said, oh yeah, we're getting more. So I used this Hanny bar soap, and it says it's a serum cleanser and a soap-free base, and that is supposed to protect your lipid barrier. It's supposed to be gentle and leave your skin without irritation, and your skin is supposed to be soft and supple, never dry or tight. So I must agree with them on that. I use this soap. It doesn't make my skin tight, dry. It suds up extremely well. I mean, it reminded me of Dove. It did. So would I say, oh, you have to go get this soap, it's $18, it's a must have? No, I will not. I will say, and the smell is nothing spectacular. It does not linger in the shower. It doesn't smell perfume. It's nothing special about this scent. It just smells like a soap, that kind of minty, rose minty, like a treatment. That's what it smells like. But it is a nice bar soap. I don't regret getting it at all. After I use it completely up, who knows? I might want to repurchase it. But it more higher end bar soaps that I've used, like I love the J'adore Dior bar soap. Drives me completely out. But it's so luxurious smelling and feeling as I'm using it. But it doesn't dry my skin out to where it's irritating my skin, but it doesn't make my skin soothe like Dove. So this reminded me of Dove. So this is the first I will call, because it's $18 for a bar soap that is expensive in my book, that I've purchased from Sephora, because I've purchased the Dior, I purchased for the scent. I've purchased the Fenty. It was so super sudsy, but it left my skin that squeaky clean feeling. Some people love, I don't love it. But I would get Fenty again. But it's been, it's not my must have. This would beat out Fenty for me because it feels like Dove. So I just have to see if I notice anything that makes me think that I need to repurchase it, because it does remind me of Dove. And it's nothing special about the fragrance. If it was something special about the scent of it, it would have an edge on Dove, but it doesn't. So this is the Hanny Splash Salve In Shower Moisture Treatment. Y'all, this reminded me. Okay, smelling it here is different. When I smell this in the shower, it smells more like the body oil, a soft, velvety, rose petal scent. This is good. If you have used that rose jam from Lush and you were not impressed, because I was not. That was more for scent. It never left my skin feeling to me moisturized. I never think of these as I'm not gonna lotion, because that's just not me. But with the one from Lush, because this is what this product reminds me of. That one, it was a no-brainer. My skin never felt moisturized. This, I was kind of nervous because one of my subscribers said that it made her itchy. I didn't have any reaction to this. It left my skin feeling so moisturized and soft, and I love this. I love it, because I stopped purchasing the Lush one because it's very expensive, more expensive than it used to be, and it never did what it claimed to do. Not for my skin, not the way I like my skin to feel. This, on the other hand, does. If you want an in-shower moisturizer that's it's so good, and in conjunction with the water balm. So this is how I use this. I slathered it on in the shower, and then it says lightly stand under the shower, rinse quickly, because you don't want it all gone. And then you pat yourself dry. So I didn't pat myself dry. I lightly rinsed it off, and then I sprayed the water balm. And you all see that in there. It's like a gel. What'd you say? And you rub this in along with the residue that's left in here. It still has that soft, barely, see that? I love this. These two are so good. Is this water balm like the only moisturizer I would use? No. But you know how sometimes in the summer or even in the winter, you feel like your skin gets tight, or you just want a little extra. This would be something, if you wanted to, if you really suffer from dry skin, you could get one of those little plastic travel bottles, or you could pour you some in there, and then you could just mist this on, and it would be perfection. I love the Hanny products I've tried. Absolutely love them, and I have nothing bad to say about them. So now let's move into fragrance. I have here the Skylar Clean Beauty Hair and Body Mist in Boardwalk Delight. This has notes of pure vanilla, cotton candy, and coconut milk. I love this. Y'all, I love this. I went through the perfume last year, not because it was in a use it up or anything. I just was loving it. And so I wanted to try these body mist, and I said, okay, I'm going to try it, because these are expensive. $30 for 2.7 fluid ounces. I said, let me just try it in a scent I love. Okay. This lasted on my skin about 3 or 4 hours where I could easily smell it. And that's not spraying heavily. I sprayed it in my hair. I felt like it didn't last in my hair till the next day. I felt like it lasted that day, but usually when I spray things in my hair, I can smell it the next day. I didn't feel like I could smell this the next day. So, just for these body mists in general, I still think they're overpriced. I do. $30 for 2.7 ounces when I can get the Fleur Vanilla Skin for $38 for 8 ounces. I can get Sol de Janeiro 8 ounces, $38. I can get 3 ounces from Sol de Janeiro, $24. I don't know why these are so expensive for the amount you get. I just don't get it. I mean, you can get the Ellis Brook. No, they're more expensive. Never mind. Oh, because I think they're overpriced too. But yeah, I really think these are overpriced. So this is what I would say. If you love fragrance mist and you don't want to get the perfume, then if you love a scent, it would be worth it for you. But for Skylar, I would always say get the perfume. Now, if you love a scent, I would say, like I do with Boardwalk Delight, to have, because these are natural, clean fragrances and perfumes from this house. So sometimes they don't just last and last and last. So if you wanted this to bring with you, if you don't want to bring your perfume bottle, because I'm not one that brings a perfume bottle, but I will bring a fragrance mist, it would be something like that. But I'm not going to, this is still too much for me. I cannot wrap my mind around $30 for 2.7 fluid ounces. I just can't. So I love the way it smells. To me, it performs like a body mist. I mean, if this performed 8 hours after, spraying a little bit, that would be a different story. But it performed like a regular, decent fragrance mist. They usually last 2 to 4 hours. And this one, I got 3 to 4 hours where I could easily smell it. So it's a good fragrance mist. It's on par with how a fragrance mist usually performs. That's how I'm going to say. And you have to say, does that bother you paying $30 for 2.7 ounces? So I'm gonna leave that at that. Okay. So now we're gonna talk about the fragrances. I picked up a travel spray in My Burberry blush. And these are going to be like mini reviews of these fragrances. So this was released in 2017. It's not a new fragrance at all. It's a floral fragrance. It has top notes of pomegranate and lemon, middle notes of green apple, rose petals, and geranium, base notes of wisteria and jasmine. Y'all, when I first sprayed this, I was like, oh. I said, this is smelling just green. Y'all know how I am with green floral fragrances, honey. I was like, why is this in a doggone pink bottle? Because I told you I could not remember how it smelled. But Maison Francis Kirk de Jean created this fragrance. I just wanted to put that out there. So I was like, ooh. That's what I was thinking. And then I had to let this drop all the way down. And you know what it makes me think of when I smell this now? It makes me think of the Dove pink soap. And I'm not saying it smells exactly like that, but it makes me think of a clean, pretty, soft soap. But this is potent. It has to tone down. Because when I first spray it, these top notes of pomegranate and lemon, I think I'm getting geranium and wisteria on my skin. I'm not getting none of that in the beginning. I'm getting straight green floral that I was going kind of off-putting to, it was off-putting to me. But as the dry down, I'm not going to say I fell in love yet, because I'm going to have to wear this out, see how I want to wear it, see if that opening is going to annoy me to where I don't want to fool with a full bottle. But if you can get past the opening, it gets to be like a pretty potent. It's pretty but potent, because I'm not going to say soft. It's a pretty feminine, clean, like elegant, soapy type of fragrance. And I did enjoy the dry down, but I have not like worn this out and about totally by itself, come up with a routine. So for now, I'm glad I got the travel spray, because I've been thinking about this fragrance for years. And I am interested to see if I will fall in love with it. I feel like this is one I will fall in love with, but I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure yet. But those are my thoughts, you all, because I don't hear many, like I said, it's been around for a minute now. I don't hear as many people talking about it, but it's one that never left my mind. And when I saw that travel spray, I just grabbed it for the sale, and I'm happy I did. Okay, y'all, this next fragrance I'm going to talk about is from Ulta, and I cannot believe I bought it. I cannot believe I bought it. So let me just say this. I am the type with celebrity fragrances that if I am not a fan of you, I don't want to give you my money. And I'm not a fan of anyone, if I'm keeping it 100. I'm not a fan of anyone. But if I just really am just you know, I don't really want to be connected. And they don't care. Like, I mean, I'm not one that if I love a fragrance, I'm not going to turn my nose away from it because it's from a celebrity I don't like. And it's not that I don't like them, but it's just I'm not in the cult following of this family. So you probably know what I'm about to talk about. And that is Cosmic by Kylie Jenner. I had absolutely no intention of getting this fragrance. It's none. And then I kept hearing people review it. And to me, the reviews are all over the place. They're just all over the place to me. And I kept hearing, though, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's just a beautiful, pretty fragrance. It's so pretty. You think I keep saying pretty because that's what I kept hearing. And so I said, fine. I have this coupon. I'm gonna get this. Even though I have never bought anything from the Kardashian, nothing. That's just me. And you know, I just don't, I just don't want to give him my money. I'm just being honest. I just don't want to give you my money. Unless it's, you know, if it's something I love, I'm not going to deprive myself because of that. But am I going and looking, who is Kylie? Let me get the perfume. Heck no. Heck no. I was just like, girl, seriously, Shaughnessy, you bought this? That's how I feel. And I'm not going to apologize for it. That is how I feel and felt. Okay. Now let's actually talk about the fragrance. So this was released this year, 2024, Cosmic. This is an amber floral fragrance. It has top notes of star jasmine and blood orange, middle notes of amber and red peony, base notes of musk, vanilla, and cedar. So you all, the reason why this didn't get its own dedicated video like I had planned to do is because I don't know why I couldn't get a clear read from the videos I watched, from the reviews. I couldn't. I kept hearing conflicting. I heard Flower Bomb. I heard, well, that's the one I mainly remember. So let me tell you why this is just in a random review Wednesday. To me, this is a very simple fragrance. It's a very simple way to describe this fragrance from the way I interpret it with my nose. This smells like Carolina Herrera's Good Girl. Softer, sweeter, less complex, easier to wear, more modern smelling, because some people now that I've heard, people call Carolina Herrera's Good Girl old lady. I've heard people say that. So this is like a fresher, softer, more modern take on it. When I sprayed it, I immediately thought, this is Good Girl. Now, I was thinking, oh no, does it smell like Coach Sunset? Coach Sunset also immediately reminded me of Carolina Herrera's Good Girl. But that one is a fruitier take on it. This to me is just softer. Like I said, toned down version of it. That it lasted well on my skin. I got about 4 or 5 hours where I could really smell it. But yeah, I'm going to spray this out just to make sure it's the same impression that I had initially. Yes! It smells, I mean, when you first spray this and smell it, it to me, it smells almost identical to Good Girl, to my nose. And it lasts for a good minute, smelling like Good Girl. And then it gets softer and softer and softer and softer. And see, Good Girl doesn't tend to get soft. It just stays. So this gets softer. And it does become more feminine. It does become prettier because it gets softer and softer. So, will I be getting a full bottle of this? No, because I can't even get through Good Girl. Because for some reason, when I wear Good Girl, I feel like I can't smell it on myself, and I feel like I don't get any compliments. And I'm not one that's gonna say, "Ooh, I like getting compliments." Spend all this doggone money, take pride in taking care of yourself and smelling good. Yes, I like a compliment. I've never seen a compliment wearing Good Girl ever. So I thought about returning this, but then I was like, no, I'm just gonna wear it and see, because you know, sometimes you wear things, ooh, that's getting on my nerves, that jumping around the box. You wear things and it can change. So we'll see once I finish this up, will my opinion have changed? Because I thought about taking it back because I was like, I don't need anything else that smells like Good Girl. So that is my review of this. It is, to me, not unique. It is not, it doesn't stand out as being special, because to me it smells almost practically identical to Good Girl in the beginning. And then as it, you know, as it settles on your skin, it gets softer, and that's why it gets prettier. It gets softer and softer, more of the vanilla, you know, the base notes will come out, the musk and the vanilla, that comes out more. So it does get softer and prettier. But it does to me, I mean, I will not be getting a full bottle of this. I do agree that it's pretty, but people who are okay, maybe it's for some reviewers, they have not smelled that DNA before, but for me, this is nothing new, nothing special. And yeah, it's an if you, now I will say this, if you like Good Girl and you know prices are skyrocketing, you can get Cosmic and smell like Good Girl for $65. So I will say that it's more cost effective. So those are my thoughts on Cosmic. And the last fragrance we're going to talk about is one I purchased during the Sephora Spring Savings event, and this is Miss Dior Parfum. This was released this year, 2024. It's described as an amber floral fragrance. It has top notes of mandarin orange, apricot, and peach, middle notes of wild strawberry, floral notes and jasmine, base notes of patchouli, amberwood, amber, moss, and cedar. So y'all, those base notes had me going, I'm not getting this fragrance. This, only reason why I got this is because this is another perfume that I felt like I didn't get a clear read on from hearing people talk about it. You know, I couldn't get a read on it. And that's what made me purchase it, to be honest. I was watching AI the Great, and she loved it. But I do notice we do have different tastes in fragrances. I got it in my mouth. But I do love Dior fragrances. I do have Miss Dior Cherie, I believe. I have Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. I have Miss Dior Roses and Roses from this line. So I was like, I'm just going to get it. This is a new one. I mean, I kept hearing the word classy and feminine. Oh, I have Absolutely Blooming. And Dior fragrances, this line, except, you know, this line in particular, they do have that classy, womanly femininity that they're not easy reaches for me. I feel they are very classy, and I feel like you may have to exude or look or be dressed a certain way for me sometimes with those type of fragrances. And that's one reason why I was like, ooh, but I bit the bullet. So you heard me describe the fragrances I have in my collection from this line. I would say this Miss Dior Parfum, if you love the Absolutely Blooming, take away that syrupy, kind of sophisticated, fruity sweetness in that one, and add like a semi-sweet floral, like a tartness also. And I think it's because of the patchouli and the amberwood and the amber and the cedar. I mean, it's got a woodiness to it. It's like a woody, tad bit earthy, fruity, tart, somewhat sweet floral scent. But I would compare it most to Absolutely Blooming. Just tone it less sweet, less girly. I know AI the Great say frou frou la la, and so that's why I know we do have different tastes. Because to me, this isn't frou frou la la. To me, it's more intense. Like for her, this would be an easy reach. For me, it wouldn't be. I would have to see, what do I want to pair it with? It is like, now what people were saying, feminine, classy. Yes, that entire line to me is feminine and classy. So this fits in. But I will say, from reading on Fragrantica, I was worried about that patchouli. I was worried about that moss. I was worried about these base notes in particular. They're there. And they're prevalent throughout, to me, the entire fragrance. Not the wear of it, not just the end of it. So, I wouldn't say this is a safe blind buy, especially with the price. I think I got the 30 mil, and usually 30 mils, you can get them under $100. I think this was $110 for this size. And I will say it's a compliment getter. I wore this, and do I want to spoil one of the, I guess I will. I wore this with strawberry pound cake. And I received 2 compliments in one day. Then I wore it again. I received a compliment or 2 the next day. So it is a compliment getter. Because this is strong enough that you can smell it over strawberry pound cake. But I wanted it to sweeten it up some. I wanted to bring out that wild strawberry. That's what I wanted to focus on with this, because it's not sweet to me. Some people were going, so it's not sweet to me. Absolutely Blooming, which is discontinued. So I'm sorry, but if you have it, you'll get that reference. To me, it's sweeter. It's sweet when I smell it. This Miss Dior Parfum, I get a hint of fruitiness, a hint of some florals. I get the patchouli, the moss, the wood. That's what I'm getting, but it's blended to utter perfection. Okay? It's so well blended that these base notes that I'm still picking up and that I don't tend to love, they don't bother me. It is a very classy, womanly fragrance. Again, for me, not an easy reach. I wouldn't consider this casual to me either. I wouldn't say it's super dressy, but like, or what I'm wearing today. Oh yeah, I would wear it with this. But if I'm wearing like sweats, I wouldn't say, oh, let me go get that Miss Dior Parfum. No, I would feel like I need to at least look somewhat put together when wearing this, because it does smell very classy, grown woman. Like pink fragrances, okay. Some people see pink juice and they think, oh, it's going to just smell light, pretty pink, girly, fruity, sweet. This is not that. This to me is a sophisticated, womanly, classy pink fragrance, to where it has an elegance to it. But I do like it. Again, when I first sprayed this, I went, oh Lord, it's going bad. I did. But then I got a couple compliments. And then I wore it, back to back. And I like it, but I don't love it. But with fragrance, unless I absolutely abhor something when I smell it, if I've already spent the money, I'd rather keep it and really find out my real true feelings after using it up. Because that way I will know. Like, once I finish this travel spray, I'm going to know, do I want Cosmic? Even though I feel like I know, I'm going to know for sure. That's how I am. So with this, I thought about returning this because it is $110 if I remember retail price. But I was like, Shaughnessy, you got it at the sale. The packaging is absolutely adorable. You received 3 or 4 compliments already when wearing this. And it's a pretty fragrance. So you might fall in love with it. So why are you getting rid of it? Now, like I said, it wasn't love at first sniff. It was I think I'm going to take it back, because when I first sprayed this, oh my word, I just thought patchouli, mod. I was getting all of that. But then I was watching a video, and she mentioned something very important. With new formulations, especially with new fragrances, you do have to spray them, and they're not going to stay. The majority of fragrances aren't going to stay exactly the same when you first get them. This brand new fragrance, and then you spray it. Give it time. And I was like, yes, that is right. That is so correct. And I know that. And I was like, Shaughnessy, just keep it. And I'm not sad I'm keeping it and decided to keep it, because it is a very, like I said, it's not a bad fragrance, but I'm not in love with it as of yet. But I will say it fits in the line. It fits in the Miss Dior line that I know. Because I don't have the cult favorite, I think Miss Dior Cherie or something that everyone talks about. I never smelled that. That was when I wasn't even looking at Dior fragrances. I think I was a tween, maybe. I don't remember when it came out, but it's been a long time. So the one I have, the Miss Dior fragrances I have in this line, I feel like the Miss Dior Parfum does fit it along with the other fragrances. So if you love those, I feel like you'll love this one. So those are my thoughts on the Miss Dior Parfum. And Francis Kurkdjian also, he was a co-creator for this one also. So y'all, that is my Random Review Wednesday. I told y'all it was going to be a long one. And yeah. I loved, for the most part, everything that I've tried. So I'm not returning anything. And I'm happy with, like I said, the majority of the products. It's not, I don't hate anything I purchase. No, I really don't. So if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me your thoughts on any of the products that I mentioned. And if there are any products you would like me to review, just leave them down in the comments. And if I can, you know I will review them for you. Please share this video with everyone, y'all, because what we're trying to do, we're trying to keep it growing in 2024. And please don't forget to turn on your notification bells so you don't ever miss any of my videos. And as I always say, if you like my vibe, subscribe. Until next time, bye.